Hi, I'm here with Alok Shah, VP of Strategy and Marketing at Samsung Networks. How's it going, Alok?
It's going well, Mark. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time. One question I have is, there's a lot of buzz around 5G. Can you talk about how it is relevant for business?
Absolutely. So at one level, 5G is just the next generation of mobile technology. It comes along once a decade. But really, if you drill down into it, there's so much more value for enterprise customers this time around. There are three pillars associated with 5G. There's speeds, and the speeds are going to be up to 20 times what we've seen in 4G. There's latency, which is the responsiveness of the network, and we'll see latency levels down in the millisecond level. And then there's device density, which it refers to how many connected devices you can have in a given area. And we'll see as many as 1 million connected devices per square kilometer. So that combination of capabilities, you can imagine what it means for business customers who can now really use mobility to transform their business.
How about how 5G is helping to transform different aspects of the business?
If you think about what 5G brings to the table, the fundamental thing that we see real value in is around efficiency, being able to do things that you couldn't do before in a way that's cost effective, right? So if you think about a warehouse and you want to be able to reconfigure it quickly and efficiently, not having to have Ethernet cables all over the place, having everything in your building connected, gives you all kinds of new capabilities. But we think there's more value than that. If you consider training, using augmented reality and virtual reality for training of employees, that's a capability that 5G is going to bring to the table. If you think about safety and security, having video cameras throughout a facility, being able to know if there's a security issue on the edge of your campus, all of those things become possible when you have this sort of fiber to everywhere in your facility that 5G is going to bring.
Yeah, so you really are removing barriers that existed in the enterprise previously. How are there certain verticals or size of businesses that this technology really benefits more?
Yeah, absolutely. At the very top of the list is manufacturing in our view, because manufacturers are moving into an environment where they want to be much more dynamic about their production lines. They want to be able to change where the equipment goes, how it's set up, what the order of equipment is. And when everything is connected to an Ethernet connection, that becomes a real pain. It becomes really quite difficult. And the only other option prior to that was using Wi-Fi, right? And Wi-Fi doesn't always have the same coverage, the same security that an enterprise is looking for. But if you have a fiber-like wireless connection where you can actually start to move equipment around very, very easily, that can have a huge impact on manufacturing facilities. And you can see the same benefits apply to warehouses, to distribution centers, those sorts of places. We also see applications in healthcare. If you consider in a hospital environment, how much data is moving back and forth between medical professionals and databases. You've got scans going to people's phones, perhaps. That we think it could be really transformational. And then go just down the line, public safety and government applications. The opportunity to keep our first responders out of harm's way by using drones or robots to be able to go into dangerous situations. We really, across the board, we see tremendous opportunities for 5G to transform the way people do business.
Wow. Yeah. So I'm getting these key topics, right? Ultimate flexibility, it sounds like. So those are great use cases. Can you talk about any successes that you've had in the enterprise?
Sure. It's very much early days, but we have had a lot of really interesting interactions with large enterprise customers. One great example, Samsung happens to be one of the largest manufacturers in the world. And in a facility like a chip plant, where they're manufacturing millions and millions of chips, there's a real need for maximizing the efficiency of production. And so Samsung Networks actually worked really closely with our Austin semiconductor facility called Samsung Austin Semiconductor and with AT&T. And the three parties came together and designed a whole new set of use cases where 5G can really change the way they operate. And so it goes across video analytics, safety and security, communication, training, and production operations. And we've set up in that facility in Austin a showcase that shows off 7 of the most important, we think, use cases for manufacturers. We're taking that same capability and bringing it to other customers now. And so we have trials going in various parts of the country with manufacturers, with transportation hub and logistics providers, really a whole range of companies.
Awesome. I'm going to be a little selfish here. How do you see 5G and display technology intersecting? Of course, that's, my business.
Absolutely. We think displays can really also transform the way people do business when they're connected to a 5G network. And so if I think about outdoor display environments, right, a quick serve restaurant chain, for example, all of those drive-through windows have a big display set up now. And right now, perhaps what's on that display is kind of static. They have Ethernet connections that go to all of them. And that's also quite expensive, right, to put into place. But what if you could have a really dynamic display at your drive-through that's connected to the 5G network, that basically has a gigabit connection coming into it, and now you can bring video and you can bring animations and you can bring all kinds of new capabilities to your customers, get them really excited about what you're offering. I can also imagine large format displays in bus stations, train stations, stadiums, even billboards. Right? If you can connect these things in a way that's really easy, really cost effective, what sorts of experiences can you put in front of consumers that are walking by or driving by?
Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing these interesting and exciting use cases and possibilities with us. And demystifying the whole 5G topic for us. So again, thanks for sharing.
Thanks for having me, Mark. It was fun.